Hello, this is Sharon D, and I'm popping in because I'm going to share some color with you. Yes, color. And I'm going to move from the lips, which I have been concentrating on thus far, and I'm going to go to my eyes. I actually am going to do a 1, 2, 3. I smoked my eyes look for you. So, the first thing we're going to do, I have already tight lined my lids because it takes a little longer than I wanted to make this video. I mean, who wants to sit around looking at a video all day? So anyway, I have tight lined, and I'm going to actually take our primer, which you see right here. We have anti-aging and anti-yellowing primer for your eyeshadow. Now, the purpose of that is to obviously get the color to be as true as possible and to get it to stay all day. I'm going to show you real quick on my hand. I'm using the Mystic Romance palette. Yeah, that's a little easier for you to see the true color. I'm going to take the center color there, and I'm actually going to just swipe it on my hand. Okay, let's see how you can see that the best. There we go. Should have put it a little bit lower. Here, let me put it up here so you can see it a little better. Okay, so that is the color that I'm putting on, and that is the middle color, which would be raspberry. Raspberry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some of the primer on my lids. Try to do it in a way that you can see everything that I am doing. That was kind of a lot. So you put it on everywhere that you will be applying your shadow. And this is the yellow for yellow is, let me make sure I tell you correctly, anti-redness. I do have like darker little tinges on my eyelids, one more so than the other, and so by doing that, I am able to color balance for one, and I just put way too much. You don't need nearly what I put on. So I'm gonna take a little bit of paper towel here and just kind of tap it in. Even if I hadn't put too much, I would still like to tap it in. And if I'm going to put some down under shadow, a drop shadow, I'm going to put some there as well. I don't know about anybody else, but I like to set my primer. Yes, I like to set my primer. So I'm going to do that really quickly. So again, this is supposed to be a 1, 2, 3. I smoked my eye look. 1, 2, 3. I smoked my eye. And so I use a little bit of translucent powder to just go ahead and set the primer. Okay? It's not a big deal. A couple swipes and you're done. So now I am going to take the same brush that I used to apply the primer, and I'm going to take the raspberry color, the color there in the center, and I'm going to load up my brush. Now let me let you look at the brush. The brush has like purple on the end, so you might mistake that for the actual powder, but it's not. These are some really fabulous brushes, and in fact, I am raffling off these set of brushes, which I will show you them at the end of the application. So I'm loading up my brush and I'm going to tap, tap, tap it off because it is a dark color. I don't want it everywhere. And I'm going to pat, 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 pat it in. Okay, all across the lid. And again, this is the center color in the trio Mystic Romance. Now, just looking at that one eye and then looking at the color on my hand, you can see quite a bit of difference in the way the color pops with adding the primer. Big difference. Big difference. Okay, so I'm going to load up again. I'm going to tap it out. And I'm going to do the other eye. This other eye. I'm going to tap, tap, tap it in. Tap, tap, tap it in. And get it, you know, just exactly where you want it to be. Okay, I always tell ladies when they are over 40 that you want to actually take your brush and go in downward strokes as well, because your lids change. Now again, see the difference in the pop of that on my hand as opposed to the pop with the primer. Big difference, right? So this is one. This is the one of the 1, 2, 3. So I'm also going to go ahead and load up on the other end of this brush. It's a dual brush with the darkest color. The darkest color is Alpagene. And I'm going to just get a little bit on there. Now this formula, our formulas are wet or dry. I'm applying it dry. Most of the time I do apply it wet by wetting my brush with our setting powder. It makes a big difference in terms of how long it lasts. So I have found that if I start on the outside, I get way too much out there and I'm going and trying to blend and it just gets all messy. So I actually start at the furthest point I want it to be on the inside, and then I work out. It's just something that seems to work best for me. And then I'm going to put a little bit underneath here as a drop shadow. Not all the way across, just sort of to the center of my iris. Sort of to the center of my iris. Again, I'm going to load up. I'm going to tap out. And this is the 2, right? We're on the 2. I'm going to start at the furthest end I want it to be. And then I'm going to work out. I'm trying to get this. Trying to have you see everything. And a little bit underneath. I don't think I got as much product on this second time as I did the first time. So let's just give a little bit more and get under the lid, just toward the center. Okay. Scary now, doesn't it? I know it looks scary now, but just hold on. We have much more to go. I do my brush thing as I go. Now I want to take the lightest color, which is Pink Frost, and what I'm going to do is just take a little bit and go into the center part of the closest, well, the center part, what do you call and just take that up. I'm going to get a little bit more. And it's mostly going to be toward the top, but I'm also going to do just a little drop down on the side. Okay. Do the same on the other eye. Mostly at the top, but just a little on the drop down. Okay. So now, it is the 1, 2, 3, and I have smoked my eye look. So now what you do, where is the blender? Where is the blender? I thought I had everything up. There she goes. So this is the blender. This is the one that actually makes the magic happen. So I'm going to go in here and I am going to just blend away. I'm going to blend. I'm going to go from the light. I'm going to go to the dark. I'm going to just make them become friends. Go to the light. I'm going to go to the dark. And blend and blend and blend. And my secret is if it does not look the way you want it, you just keep blending. Okay, and then just kind of touch it up down here underneath. So, kind of need to blend more in the crease area, bringing it up just a little bit more on both sides. So there is the 1, 2, 3, I smoked my eyes look using our Mystic Romance trio in a wet or dark formula. Now I will post all of the trio colors because we have this fabulous offer right now in which you can get the trio. Come on. You can get the eyeshadow trio. Maybe this is eyeshadow trio. Oops, I can't find it. I'm looking for it, right? The eyeshadow trio, $22 for the trio with that and the eye primer. Now, as I just showed you, see the difference in the color on my eyes with the primer? And that is going to stay all day. Final touch is to take my setting spray. I love it. It's great for touch up just to feel refreshed in the middle of the day. And you have a 1, 2, 3, I smoked my eye look. Thank you for joining me. I want you to check out the offers in our special catalog for the month of September. Some really great specials on color. You'll love it. Thank you. This is Sharen D, signing off.